Ain't gonna be. All right, there we go. All right, thank y'all. Welcome in. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. Thank you, Celie, for all the love, sis. I appreciate that. I need to start sharing it to my and that's something I'll work on. I'm gonna do me like a schedule so I'll know everything that I need to do because y'all know I battle with ADHD. So I'll be up there like, thank you, sis. Chantel care. Yes, cause she do. Why y'all think I get up here every day? Like sometimes I be going through stuff and I be like, you know what? But seek ye the kingdom first, girl. Is you crazy? All right, gotta give you the screen. Ask them for it. Sometimes my head be crowded. Sometimes I don't be in the same. Like one thing I realize is when I'm not at home and I do these lives, I really do be feeling like, you know what I'm saying? I guess because a lot of it, when I'm at home, I prayed all up and through that room. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. And I realized that because I thought it was just something. Because when I would go to my friend's house, I would just be like, I would feel a little off. And now I'm here, I feel a little off. I don't know, but I guess it's more like in that room, that's where for one, I'm comfortable, for two, I do a lot of praying there. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say what everybody else do in their environment, but I do a lot of praying in that environment. I spend a lot of time with God in that environment. So I know what's going on in that environment. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is. I can't put it together. Why do I feel so everywhere else? But that one space, and I feel like a lot of it is because that's where I spend a lot of time with God versus just going into other spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is. This is new for me. I'm trying to figure it out because I be feeling that same way. Good morning. Hey, Ruby Roo. Welcome in. Thank you for the repost, sis. Thank you so much. And thank you, Cia Lee, for the repost as well, sis. Thank you. Cia Lee over here. Yes, I like it. All right, y'all. So we're gonna talk about Beatitude. That's what we're gonna talk about today. As Christians, how should we act? How should our attitudes be? And like I tell y'all, I do this page for transitioning Christians. If you somebody who feel like you got it all put together, go ahead on. But as for me, I feel like we can all learn something. I don't care how long you've been walking in the will of God. I don't care about none of that extra stuff. I feel like somebody can always teach you something. That's the beautiful part about having sisters and brothers in Christ is that somebody can always teach you something. Don't be one of those people who feel like you don't need help. We all need help. And trust me, y'all, I used to be that girl. I used to walk around like I don't need help. And baby, it wore me thin. So when life started hitting me, I was officially hit. I don't know what to tell nobody. I got hit. When life really started to hit me, because I tried to hold up all that weight on my own for so long. When, like I said, when those dark spirits, demonic spirits, but the world called it depression came, oh baby, I was through for it. I'm just gonna go and be honest with you. I ain't have too much nothing left because I've been trying to hold it up for so long. My God. And does it feel good to finally say, you know what, God, your will, your way? Absolutely. It feels amazing. I don't care what it is. And people, they're going to come, they're going to try to judge your situation, what you going through, and don't even know your story. They don't know nothing about you. They don't know that God using that moment to build you, to make you come closer to Him. But they doing this. They gonna always be saying, oh my. But through it all, the attitude that we should be working towards. Let's talk about it, y'all. So for one, let's start with the greatest command. Do anybody know what the greatest command is? Anybody? Anybody? You say you door dashing, you be safe. Don't worry about texting nothing else. Be safe. Amen. We love you over here. Anything happen, we gonna be hurt. So you be safe. Matthews, and thank you for coming here, sis. We miss you now. Cause I know my time been crazy. And that's another thing. I be off my schedule when I go to other people's house too. Like, I think that's something that I'm learning, and it made me realize it, y'all. And I guess I'm saying it now because this is the second place that I've been to. Usually I'm by myself all the time. Second place I've been to, and I realized, okay, your schedule get off when you somewhere else. That can irritate you. You know what I'm saying? It can put you in a bad spot because I worked hard. Yep, I worked hard to seek the kingdom. Shoot, it wasn't no easy route. I had to let go of a lot of things. Do you feel me? So when I tell y'all, I'm just, and I guess God is allowing me to see these things to understand myself because I'm learning myself. So even me saying this right here is me learning that, hey, I do good in my own environment. That's just something that I've come to alignment with because I'm somebody who, if I can help, I'll help. But I gotta seek ye the kingdom first. The moment that I think about it like that, oh, so you gonna seek them first? You gonna seek that first? You gonna seek all of this first? But God, yeah, no, yeah, no, y'all. So I guess that's something that I'm learning. But one of the most important commands. Anybody want to drop it down in the comments before I even say it? Cause this is a moment where I want you to remember. Um, I'm not saying what is wrong with you. I'm not saying anyways. This a distraction, baby. You gotta figure out your own problem. Anyways, what TikTok be? I mean, and y'all, let me tell y'all something about YouTube that I like about them. Where it says, oh, y'all better not go to YouTube. Why YouTube said hide user on this messenger? I like YouTube, TikTok. Y'all allow too much. YouTube, I like what y'all doing. The other day it told me to put people in timeout. Where you from? I like your accent, Alabama. Listen, the other day it told me, listen, it said that I could put people on timeout. But then I see a second option on YouTube today where it said, y'all, I'm about to move to YouTube. It say, listen, it said my username, my YouTube bio, it's in the bio. Yeah, it say that you can stop. Oh, you from Huntsville? You from Alabama too? Thompson, you like my accent. Listen, this do it feel like home? Or do we talk more country than y'all? Cause it does depend on where you at, how country everybody talk. I ain't gonna even flex. But I watch Huntsville Housewives or whatever they call it. They country too. They country too. They country too. You know? They country too. But yeah, YouTube just had it where a person can't even talk on my stuff. I can hide them. Period. No more talking. Yeah. Ooh. Woo. YouTube it is, y'all. Y'all just give me a minute to get right over there. But welcome in. I like that because they like you ain't gotta keep on. Oh, you from Mississippi. Okay. Okay. I like Mississippi, y'all. I actually need to go back and visit Mississippi because I like Mississippi. I had a great time in Mississippi. Now, did it rain and the sun came out all at the same time? Did it rain every other second? Absolutely. But I had a beautiful time though. I will say that much. I had a beautiful time. Will not live there. But I like it. I do like Mississippi. Yeah, we low key neighbors. So yeah, y'all. For real, for real. What's the most important command? I'm gonna finally answer that, y'all, cause ain't nobody told me nothing. But we can find out in Matthew's chapter 22, starting with verse 34. We're going to talk about the greatest command. It says, but when the Pharisees heard that he had silenced the Sadducees, I just made up that word best as I can, with his reply, they met together to question him again. One of them, listen what they is. First of all, let's see what they is. Let's see what their status is, because that's the first thing people like to do is throw around their status at you. You can't say nothing, you can't do nothing because they got a status. Hey sis, thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm gonna say Nana. Thank you so much. That was my little cousin nickname, Nana. I'm gonna take that name back from you. Cause he is one of a kind. Is it not okay, let me say it. Naira. Tiana. T Ni Naira. Did I say right? All right. But thank you, sis. I appreciate you. So, boom, y'all, let's talk about it because the first thing people like to do is throw up their status on you. So, 35, it says, one of them an expert in religious law. An expert in religious law. That's that stuff right there Jesus talking about. And everybody be want to walk up and ask you got a license? I need a license to tell you my testimony. My God, go ahead. I need a license to tell you that I understand the Bible. Ooh. They love trying to throw around that stuff, but here we go. You understand they did Jesus like that too? Yeah, don't be ashamed. Don't feel no type of way. Let it rub right on off of you. All right. She said I said it right. Thank you. Cause girl, we be making up some names. She said that's her nickname. Okay. See, I told you country people make up some names. Receive free, give free. Okay. Like, what you talking about? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Thank you, Hot Shot. He actually did. Hot Shot, thank you. I did not see your comment, but I see it now. So Hot Shot did give us a comment. Yes. So Hot Shot did give us a comment, y'all, and it was to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Absolutely. So let's read it, y'all. It says one of them an expert in religious law. I'm telling y'all this so y'all don't get scared when somebody come up with status. Because that's what they do. They come up with the status and they try to put fear in your heart. No, baby, that's why you build that relationship with God because I don't care about your status. You think you bigger than my God? You think you bigger than my father? You think you bigger than my Abba? Do you really think that? No, he created all things. So I don't care about your status. Just like you went and you read, I can go do that too. You went to school for what? And I ain't saying if you did and you wanted to educate yourself or better educate yourself or see another point, but don't come trying to judge me. Because then, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about judgment one of these days because judgment is right here in the word and it's really good. And all in all, it's saying don't judge unless you want to be judged. So when I start telling people, when people start telling me they didn't, I say, baby, did you read the word? What the word say? Just know that I decided I'm tired of being judged. All right. All right, y'all. Girl, I just said this yesterday. I don't care who you were. You ain't Jesus. Come on. People love trying to throw around it like it heavyweight. Baby, they're lightweight. They're lightweight. Don't you understand? I can go and do the same thing you did. I'm in school now. What you mean? I can go and do the same thing you did. What you come on. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just saying. But I say that not to be mad at people who did it, but like I said, stop trying to throw your weight around at people with those titles. Those titles mean nothing. They mean absolutely nothing, especially if you don't even understand your word. It means nothing. Listen to this first command, y'all. Listen to the most important command. If you don't know how to love your sisters and brothers in Christ, it means nothing. If you don't know how to treat people, it means nothing. I'm just telling you the truth. God said what they did in 10 years, I'll do with you in one. All right. All right. It means nothing if you're not loving your sisters and brothers in Christ. It means nothing if you're not giving out love. It means nothing. All right, so let's talk about it. So it says one of them, an expert in religious law, tried to trap him. You feel like somebody who tried to trap Jesus would be somebody he tried to trap him. Do you understand the mindset of that? But he is an expert in religious law, right? But he skipped all over love. That's why yesterday we talked about when he talked to the Pharisees. He y'all pick up what y'all want to. Do you think trying to trap somebody is love? You think that's in the way of God? Trying to see the worst out of people instead of the best out of people? What did God see in you? Did he see the best in you? So do you think that that's right there? No, it ain't. I'll tell you. But it says, teacher, which is the most important command in the law of Moses? And then he calling him teacher like he really want to learn. Please. His intent wasn't pure. Jesus replied, you must love the Lord your God with all of your heart and soul. All right? In all your mind. That's everything in you. You gotta love God. And people, they look at that and they try to say, oh, slavery, baby, if you put God first, if you put God first, the amazing things that you will do, you act like it's a like you don't, you know what I'm saying? When you put God first, you act like God gonna go and tell you to do something to degrade yourself. You act like God gonna put you in a position to lose. Pay attention. I dare you just to spend a month putting God first and watch how your whole life change. Hey, her era, welcome in, sis. I dare you to put God first in a month and watch how your whole life change for the better. I'm not saying you won't go through nothing. All the greats, they got to go through something to become great, right? How can you determine if they was great if they don't go through nothing? They got to have something to compare. Everybody got to go through something. That's crazy. And honestly, when you don't go through nothing, you don't even understand the greatness in it. You don't even understand what conquering looked like if you had nothing to conquer. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so crazy that when you put God first, don't you understand that when you put God first, you learn how to love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So you learn how to love yourself. You learn how to love others. You learn how to treat others. You learn how to show up right. You learn how to be intentional. You see all these positive things that you learn when you begin to walk in the will of God. All right, but people always trying to make it seem like, oh, if you walk in, it's just so hard. It ain't so hard. Your heart just so nasty. It ain't nothing in this word just so hard. You just got a nasty heart, a nasty spirit, and you comfortable in it. And all you gotta do is, God, change my heart, change my way of thinking. All right, it don't be that it's so hard. It's just you comfortable in your mess. Be real. I'm gonna be honest with God and tell him, hey God, I love this. Some of the sins that I was doing that was destroying me. Yeah, because I wasn't making the smartest decisions. I was doing stuff that could have had me anywhere else but in good places. Do you get what I'm saying? These things are destroying me. What you mean? And God wants you to stop doing those things so he can stop destroying you. So you can walk in everything he called you to be. So you can walk as a king and a queen because you're deserving. So you can stop doing stuff that you're ashamed of. And then that's what y'all call slavery, but you don't call it slavery. You don't call it slavery when you're a slave to sin, when you can't go out and tell nobody what you're doing because you're ashamed. You don't call that slavery though. You don't call where you got to stay stuck in the same position because you scared to tell somebody what you're doing because you know it's bad. You know you're doing wrong, but that ain't slavery though. That ain't slavery though. But when you start walking in the will of God, God start having you doing things that other people look at and they say, wow, there's nothing but God. You start going through things and it start, you know what I'm saying? You start looking better. It starts showing on your face. It starts showing through you how you walk, how you treat people. But you're ashamed of that, and that's the slave. Man, bro, please. That's why I feel so sorry for people. Because the thing is, it's so many people that's out there just looking for something to follow. That's why a lot of people won't walk in the will of God because they're more comfortable finding something to follow behind besides God. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem easy. It's easier for me to just connect the so and so and following behind them because they're right there. You know what I'm saying? That I can see them see me. It ain't so easy to remember, oh, God is right there looking at me. I should do right. I should do better. It's more easy for me to connect to what I can see. But that's the thing about walking in the will of God, should walk by faith and not by sight. That's the ideal of it. It's to walk in faith, knowing. Okay. All right. All right. But yeah, a lot of people are more comfortable because, like I said, the language is, and they don't realize it. When you go to your pastor and you put them as the God, when you go to your friend and you make them the God, when you go to your family and you make them the God, this is the language that you saying. Hey, I'm just going to put my hope and everything into you because I'm too lazy or I'm too scared or I'm too whatever that comes with it. Whatever all them negative things that the enemy be lying to you about, I'm too ashamed to go and do it myself. Man, get up. Walk in the will of God. Create that relationship with God for yourself. You don't want to go read your Bible. You don't want to go pray. But then you call me and tell me to pray. Did you go pray first? You call me and you say, sis, give me a word. Have you been in your word? Don't make me your God, because I ain't got it. Hey, you catch me on the wrong day, I'm going to get you. You feel me? Do you understand? I'm just a human. Don't try to make me your God. And well, God, because you can't get up there on judgment day and say, well, God, Chantel the reason. Huh? Chantel got to carry Chantel's own cross. Chantel has to carry Chantel's own cross. All right. They aren't Jesus. I don't care how long you've been walking with them. You are still not him. Period. Y'all want the discount version. Like I tell people, you want the discount version so bad. Here go God trying to set your foundation with the best of the best. And you up there telling God, I just want the discount version. And then you mad when you get the discount walk. You mad when God started using them and he ain't used you. You upset about those things. But you didn't have tell God and you want him to use you? Come on, man. Come on. That's anything that you do. If you go the cheap way of doing it, you're going to get cheap results. But if you thank you so much for the love. But if you go in the right way, even though it may take more time, it may take more effort, you'll get more time and more effort results. Come on. And it's so crazy because this what blew me. Okay, so I was around my family. And y'all already knew, I already told y'all, if I go there and I'm the sheep at the table and I'm around a bunch of wolves, I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? But when I say it was a good time, and one thing that my brother told me, everybody was on their stuff and they was doing what they was doing. My business, I've been there. I ain't got no room to judge, right? But the realest thing he told me, he said, well, a lot of people are going to hate you because you on this walk for real. And it's sad because it's so many people, like it say in the world, like it said in the Bible. Isaiah said, they know me by name, they know God by name, they call him by name, but their hearts are far from him. It's so many people that's on this walk and they're faking it. They're being performative. You know what I'm saying? You're wondering why you're not getting no further because you're not being real with yourself. I understand who I am. People can talk about me and they can say Chantel be having an attitude sometimes. Chantel don't want to be talked sometimes, but I'm real. I tell y'all that. I don't mind nobody knowing, hey, I don't like to talk every day. Hey, I'm not good at all this texting. That's not my personality. I've never been. I don't even like phones. I don't care for the internet. So me coming up on here telling people about God, hey, it's a lot for me. But when I get that thing to God and I say, God, you walk ahead of me, it ain't nothing to God. Because guess what? Every person that comes up here and try to disrespect me, talk crazy to me, come up against me, you ain't coming up against me. You coming up against God. And the more that I place that in my mind and remember that, the more that I grow and I become better. Because guess what? When I go out there in the world, you think they're going to welcome me in? Did they welcome Jesus in? No, they didn't. People don't like the truth. All right. Speaking of word, I just got intentional with Jesus sin a month ago, but have been saved for 3 years. 6 months ago, I got you, sis. Cause I do that real quick, y'all. You be like, what you said, Chantel, baby? Listen, I be so excited and everything be moving so fast. I be like, let me try to get it out. Don't you say something else? Do you hear me? But yes. And I tell people that, man, give God all that you got and watch what you get out. Like I tell people, me getting up on that president's list, that spoke volumes to me because the old me went to school and I was up there barely making it. I barely was passing when I did, and the other times I would withdraw. Why? Because I ain't believe in myself. But the more that I started walking the will of God, God showed me how to care again. He showed me how to believe in myself. He showed me how to love myself and that I'm worthy. I'm worthy of having nice things. I'm worthy of doing nice things. So guess what? That's why I'm going crazy about this schedule, because I'm doing an entrepreneur class that I don't even got to do. But while I'm not in school, I'm inserting that into my life. So next semester, I won't be looking like I was looking last semester, y'all. I was out here looking bad. barely eating, barely drinking, barely doing anything, not talking to nobody, all by myself. Why? 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 Because I'm doing something that I haven't did since I was 15. Caring. Woo, woo. I didn't like that at all. But when I tell you it blessed me, God never created me to be shut down, no emotion. No, He did. He created me to care. He created me to be intentional about what I do. Intentions. I learned about being intentional, showing up. Even when I didn't feel like it was fair for me to show up, I still learned how to show up. All right, y'all. So when I tell you, some people take certain things as a, oh, okay. Nah, baby, it's deeper than that. It's spiritual. It's way deeper than what y'all be want to claim. And guess what? I used to be like that. I ain't know it was that deep, too. I thought you just go to church. That's all I thought you did, baby. I ain't think it was that deep. I ain't think it was deep enough for you to really have a relationship with God. I didn't think it was like that. But then again, I ain't never been through nothing. I was a little girl. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I ain't go through nothing as a little girl, but I didn't have to carry all that weight on my own. But now that I'm an adult, it's like, hold up, wait a minute. Is this what you call depression, dark spirits, find dark spirits? Oh, I need something a little bit deeper than what this world can give me because none of it worked. None of it worked. It seemed like everything that I grabbed to try to work, it only put me in a deeper, darker hole. But when I started walking in the will of God, oh baby, I started to see a little light. Hold on now. And so when God did pick me up, welcome in. Hey y'all, I'm sorry y'all. Let me speak. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey Kill, welcome in. Hey Raymond, welcome in y'all. Hey John Roberts. Hey, her era, girl. I gotta get into your seasons. I gotta get into it. Super excited. Cause baby, welcome in. Welcome to the family. OS. Friend, I don't know your name. Can I call you Bella? I like to call him Bella. All right, y'all, but welcome to the family. Amen. I pray that this is a space where you can grow. Amen. Welcome to Healing, where we create a space for hearts, healing, souls to grow through God. Amen. Through God, through my Father. He's so good. But yes, y'all, and we supposed to be talking about one thing, and I know I always stir off to another, but I just gotta tell y'all, like, be for real about God. And it's so crazy, like, even in my hometown, like, I be having my siblings come back and be telling people, like, what Chantel doing? She saved for real. What you mean? So I'm supposed to be saved for fake? I don't know how to do that. I ain't never been fake. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I know. Small town. Y'all can put on a good show. Get it. But I ain't never been fake. Yeah, so I don't know how to fake it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I did, that's why when I used to be out there in the world, I had fun out there. Cause I ain't never know how to fake it. I was real about where I was. When I was in the world, I had fun out there. Cause I was in there for real. That's what I was doing. My mind was worldly, so I enjoyed it. So when I started walking in the will of God, what make you think, oh, as long as I got a liquor bottle on top of my head, twerking all over these folks stuff, y'all parading it. But the moment that I start grabbing a Bible instead of the Bible, start grabbing the Bible instead of a bottle, y'all don't like that. Did you understand how backwards that is? Do you understand how much people really don't even know what love is? That right there just show me you don't know what love is. That right there just show me you don't love yourself. It tells me so much about people. And that's why I be telling people, like, it's best for you to stay 20 feet away from me. Why? Because I can read you. Real bad. You don't love yourself if you think that that's what living a good life is. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be real with you. That's broken people results. Those people aren't for you for the season they are in. Absolutely. And it ain't no moment of judgment, but like I said, I can see right through you. You don't love yourself. If you gotta be fake, I'm talking about what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Whatever I didn't know is because I didn't know. That's where I was. I didn't know much about God, and I didn't mind telling nobody that. But once I began to build that relationship with God, what make you think I'm going to put down God when I want to, pick him up when I want to? And you know what? I got the results that I got when I was sitting up in depression for all them years, for picking up God and putting him down when I want to. That's what results I got. Yeah, that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why you got so many people out there drunk, popping pills. You know what I'm saying? in them bad spaces. Why? Because you're picking up God and putting him down, and you wonder why you getting them results. Life never going good. Because guess what? Life gonna come and it's gonna go. But if you ain't got no power, you ain't got no strength, you ain't got no weight. Like I tell people, a lot of people ain't got no weight. You ain't got no weight because you don't know nothing. You ain't build up nothing. Spiritually, you're weak. So when them spiritual attack come, you looking at the physical. Oh, that's cause so baby. That ain't even it. But like I tell people, people who are in and out with God, they get in and out results with God. Yeah, sure do. I'm gonna tell you. Everybody has a season to come to God. That's why it is our responsibility to pray and ask God to forgive them for what they may not know. Absolutely. But what I'm trying to say, this is my thing right here. It's for the people, because you on this walk, you'll have a lot of people that will be judging you for being for real about God. And what I'm trying to say is anybody who's comfortable with you being the down version of you, it speaks volumes about you, but you don't got to stick around it. Yeah, stay over here because I'm not faking it for God. And you get, and it's for people. You get, and I'm not telling you something I picked up off the street. I'm telling you something I know. When I was getting pick up God when I want to results, that's what I got. I'm getting pick up God when I want to results in my life. I'm wondering why I'm going through depression for all them years, because I picked up God when I wanted to and I put him back down at the moment that I got up. Stop playing with God. That's it. That's my number one thing that I be want to tell people. Stop playing with God. Like I tell people all the time, what you understand is when you pick up God on Sundays and then Saturdays you continue being in the club, and that ain't me judging me. That's me telling y'all what I've been through. I've done this. When you pick up God on Saturdays in the club and then go to church on Sunday, you don't understand. It's like you ain't over there on God's side and you ain't on the enemy side either. You just out there. And you get just out there results. That's all I'm trying to tell ya. I ain't judging. I'm telling y'all what I've been through. I'm telling y'all what I know. I just told y'all how I was delivered out there. All right. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, give it your all. Your all may not look like my all. That's the gig. Stop basing your relationship and what you do with God off of me. Keep your eyes on your plate. Your all may not be what my all is. That's the gig. That's why you need to build that relationship with God for yourself. Don't worry about nobody else. Don't worry about nobody else in their walk. And like I said, and if you got people that's in your life, they're more comfortable when you was out there in the streets in the world. You need to get 20 million feet away from them, because it ain't your job. It ain't your job to carry them to the cross. All right. And I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling you what I know. When they're ready, they'll go. How do you know that? Because that's what I had to do. Nobody could carry me to that cross. I had to tell God I need him. I had to go there. I had to go to God. I had to come to God. I had to tell God. I had to get to a point where I was tired of going through the same old things, getting the same old results. I had to get to a point where I was tired of fighting alone. Can't nobody carry you. You gotta pick up your own cross. Even when you still don't feel like it, you still didn't. You still can't half step. Exactly. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Get half step results. I'm trying to help you and be real with people. I'm not trying to pitter patter nobody on their back. Nah. Whatever you do, that's the results you gonna get. That's just the honest God truth. Until I started being real and for real about God, that's when my life began to change. That's when my faith became stronger. All right? That's when I started looking at my situation and saying, oh, I know God could do it. Because I gave him opportunity. I opened up that door. I was for real. I gave it to him. Hey, here it go. And I watched him do it. But I can't sit right there and be in and out with them and then mad when I don't get the results that I think that I should get. Whose side are you on? And guess what? Like I said, my all ain't y'all all. Hey, when I was up in that club, at that point, that was my all. But now, since I've been delivered from it, if I go back to that club, then that's me telling God, hey, I ain't giving it my all. All right. All right. All right. So in a moment of judgment, it's for me telling y'all to get up. Hey, give God your all. Hey, if that's something that you feel like you can't get away from, go tell him. Go tell your father. And anytime that you go to dealing with something, you don't go tell your father. Hey, you missed a step. You missed a very important step. Because he said, I'll give you a new heart. He said, I'll place the right spirit within you, but you got to go and ask. Shoot, do people force you to sign a contract? All right. But then if God was to force you now, it's slavery. But he gives you free will. You got to go and ask. But welcome in, y'all. All right, y'all. My phone is flipped halfway, y'all, because of how I'm looking at it. So that's why it's taking a minute for me to see y'all. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. That's why it's taking me a minute to see y'all comments, because my phone is halfway. So I can see me, and then I got to do all like this to see y'all. But yes, y'all, that's all I'm telling y'all. Don't be giving God half of results and then you expect all good. Give God your all, and your all ain't my all. That's why you need to go have your own walk in relationship with God. Anybody that's not pushing you to have a relationship with God, run. That is your foundation. That's not a shaky foundation versus people. One day we up, one day we down, one day we sad. And how do I know? Because I'm people. Shoot. You come to me, like I said, on the wrong day, and you may get the wrong results that you're not looking for. Why? And then you get mad at God. Don't you dare get mad at my father because I'm a person, because I'm a human, because you put all your faith in me, and you mad at my father when he tells you in your word, curse are those who put their faith in human. You didn't read your word, and now you're mad at my father. You didn't get armored up, and now you're mad at my father. You didn't put your armor on. You didn't follow the instructions of my father, and now you mad at him because you didn't get the results that you wanted while walking out of his way. Make it make sense. All right, y'all. But we're gonna start. Oh, y'all, we already started. So we're gonna go to Matthew chapter 22 because I want to finish that up. Jesus replied, you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. This is the first and greatest command. A second is equally important. Love your neighbors as you love yourself. The entire law and all the demands of the prophets are based on these two commands. So before you show up with anything, you need to show up with love. And y'all, and that's why I told y'all I'm in that season. People are scared to say, God, teach me how to love. Because it's okay to admit what I've been taught is wrong. That ain't love. How can you say it's love when it's built off trauma? Make it make sense, bro. Some people are so scared to say, hey, my norm is not normal. My norm was wrong. It's okay to admit those things. That's the only how you can grow and become better. I had to admit to God, hey, God, I don't know what love is. This is the best that I got, but I brought him to it. And guess what? Like it say up in the word, he'll break off the bad and he'll prune the good. All right, so it's not that I didn't know how to love. I didn't know how to love properly. I was a big lover. I just didn't know how to love properly. So guess what? God had to prune that thing. I'm learning how to love. God, teach me how to love. People be scared to admit that. I don't know how to love. I don't know how to love right. Teach me. Because you want to know how I knew? Because I went through First Corinthians chapter 13. And then when he said everything that was love, I said, I need some of that. I need some of that. You know what? I need some of that, but that gave opportunity for me to build a relationship with my father and say, God, I need your help right here. I don't have these things. Like I tell people, I don't say that for a joke when I say, oh, I want to look like my father. I do. I truly want to look like my father. I don't want somebody to say, do you serve God? I want to walk up and them to know, oh, that girl right there, that God child right there. All right. All right, so God, you teach me how to love. I want my actions to line up with my words. Yeah, I want my actions to line up with my title as God's daughter. I don't need no other titles than that. All right, y'all. All right. You can stick me at God's daughter. I'm good with that one. Cause that right there is some heavy weight all by itself. All right. But we're gonna go to First Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1 through 13. I feel like a lot of people, like I said, so many people have lost hope. And a lot of it is because what they think is love is trauma. That's not love, that's hate, baby. He bopped you upside the head. That ain't love. That is not love. He broke your window. Wait a minute. That ain't love, babe. He cheated on you. She cheated on you. That ain't love. Y'all got the definition all messed up. And then walking around, I don't want no love. That's what the enemy wanted you to do. Not me. Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing about Chantel, baby. It could be anything in the world, but one thing about Chantel will never give up on love. Never will give up on love. I just know love is real. That's why I love that song. It's called Love. When he say, I know that you're real. Yeah, because me giving up on love is me saying that God ain't real. And that's a lie. I'll never give up on love. I'll never be one of them people that allow my life to be so bitter to where I be like, I don't want love. Baby, that ain't love that you went through. You need to understand what love is. Tell God to teach you. That's what I've been doing. Teach me how to love God. That's it. And you think he don't hear you? He want to teach you how to love. He want to raise you. All right. So that's why, like, even when it comes to your family, like I tell people, baby, you gotta do away. When you become a child of God, you gotta do away with them titles. Oh, I'm so and so sister. I'm so and so brother. I'm so and so child. You gotta do away with them titles because they limit you. But when you begin to walk in the will of God and you say, I'm my Abba's. God is mine. That's my father. That's my father. When you start to move in that, don't you understand there's no limits? He's the creator of all things. What you mean? All right. So when I tell you stop limiting yourself, do you know whose you are? Do you really know whose you are? Because if you did, you would walk and you would act like it. All right, y'all. So let's read First Corinthians chapter 13. It says, if I speak all the language of the earth and angels, but didn't love others, I would only be a noisy gong and clanging cymbal. If I had the gift of prophecy, and if I understood all of God's secret plans and possessed all the knowledge, let's talk about it. Did I not just tell y'all this? You could have all the titles in the world. But if you ain't got this greatest command, you got nothing. You got nothing because who want to be around you? Who want to be near you? Who want to get to know you? Who want to know your name? If you nasty, no, no, baby. But it says, if I had the gift of prophecy, and if I understood all of God's secret plans and possessed all the knowledge, and if I had such faith that I could move mountains, but didn't love others, I would be nothing. If I gave everything I have to the poor or even sacrificed my body, I could boast about it. But if I didn't love others, I would have gained nothing. So when it tells you to build up your heavenly account, we use, I said like a bank account. To build up your heavenly account, here go one way right here. If you want to be rich, learn how to love. Cause this right here tell you you gain nothing. You can give away everything you own, but if you didn't do it out of love, you gain nothing. Yeah, you did nothing. Build up your heavenly account. God, teach me how to love. Yeah, so many times we do things because we feel like that's the right thing to do. Need not remind y'all, we ain't slept all day. I wish y'all stop calling me. We ain't slept all day. We tired. We going through our own problems. We're barely staying up. Like I said, I was going through full-blown depression, fighting demonic spirits, and still showing up with a smile. I wasn't doing nobody no justice because the first moment that something happened, here I go overdoing stuff. Here I go over very emotional, and a lot of it is because I didn't show up in love. I showed up in bitter anger, rage. You know what I'm saying? I showed up just because you felt like I should have. Need not remind you, I'm somewhere lost. I'm somewhere hurt. I'm somewhere broken. You understand that? So if you're showing up in that way, you do nobody no justice. Versus when you begin to deal with your problems, you take it to God. You say, you know what, y'all? I'm gonna take a day to myself. They may be mad for a moment, but imagine you already feeling like you got the weight of the world on your shoulders, and then you go up there and they say one thing wrong. All it takes is what they say, the straw that broke the camelback. All it takes is one moment when your spirit already ain't right. And then you cuss them out, treat them like trash. You know what I'm saying? You end up finding them, you end up in prison or something. Cause you know what I'm saying? You got the weight of the world on your shoulder. In the first moment that something happened, now you have put it on that one moment, knowing that that wasn't the thing that made you mad. You was already mad. So when I tell you it does you justice and the next person justice to say no, because I'm not in a space to give out love. Yeah, and I had to learn that. It's more than enough of just showing up, but am I showing up in love? Or am I just showing up just to say I showed up? When you show up just to say you showed up, it shows. Yeah. So let's see what love is, y'all. When you think about all those things that people do towards you, and I ain't saying hate them or anything, because it tells us to love our enemies. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, so many people have given up on love because they've tied their trauma and all these trauma events to love. But we're gonna talk about what love is. For the ones who don't know what love is, let me teach you. Let us understand what it is. It's right here, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, starting with verse 4. It say love is patient. Yeah, so that person that was impatient with you, they were not moving out of love. That don't mean that they don't love you, but at that moment, they were not moving out of love. That matters. So if you go somewhere and you know you're gonna be impatient, God help me. Because y'all, it's sometimes I'm going into spaces, and now that I'm learning how to love, I have to say, God help me. Yeah, help me. Give me the strength. God, I don't feel so good. Help me. All right, y'all. Um, and then God, give me some extra patience. Thank you. So when you start going through those situations that test your patience, don't be surprised. Thank you and welcome in, y'all. When you start going through those moments that test your patience, don't be surprised. You hear me? All right, y'all. You wonder why you going through that, because God got to test you. You know what I'm saying? He got to see where you at. He going to keep on sending tests until you get it. But it ain't because he don't love you. It's because he heard you. Yeah, he heard you. He heard your cry. He heard when you said you wanted to be more like him. He heard when you said you wanted to love. He heard you when you said you want your promise. He heard you. Yeah, you ain't going through that. So when I tell you, sometimes people do things to you, but they just be doing free labor. Yeah, because what got you the first time, a couple of years from now, you won't even be bothered by that. Why? Because it was them tests. After so many times, you gonna stop and you gonna say, Father God, what you want me to learn from this? Because I'm tired of the same test. All right, y'all. This something that I know. This not nothing that I'm making up, y'all. This stuff that I'm learning right now. I'm learning how to say, God, what you want me to get out of this? I'm learning to seek him. Cause his understanding ain't my understanding. I'm learning to go to him and say, God, how you want me to process this? Because Cause if I process it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm learning. Welcome in. He who informs himself. Welcome in. I'm learning how to show up in his way and ask him, what you want me to do with this? And people think when you start walking in the will of God that all of a sudden you have it all put together. No, I don't. I'm still learning how to love. That's why I tell people that's why I'm not dating. Because first of all, I gotta learn how to love y'all as my sisters and brothers first. I gotta see y'all how God see y'all first before I walk up on somebody talking about some because it's more than enough to know that you don't know how to love, but you up there in somebody's face trying to date, and you know that you don't even got a clue of what love is. Somebody beating you up, that ain't love. If your mindset still stuck at that, that ain't love. You gotta get beat up to do right. Somebody checking all of your phone, all of that stuff, and you call that love? Oh, if they ain't doing that, they don't. No, baby, that's toxicity. And that's right where the enemy wants you to be at. That unhealthy stuff. You know that's bad. You know what I'm saying? I like a song. It's a song. It's a couple of blues songs where they tell you can't. Okay, Michelle say you can't raise a man when he already grown. What you gonna do? And then it's a blues song. It says you can't teach her because she already been taught. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that'll draw you weak is that you'll be so busy trying to play the role of a mama. Ooh, child. That's a lot of responsibility. Me, I no longer want to play the role of somebody's mama. I don't. I don't. And I'm okay with us becoming one. I'm okay with us helping each other when we fall. But I don't want to be your mama. Yeah, nah, I need you to come knowing how to love. I ain't being mean, but I think that's why I'm going through this healing process right now. So I don't come at somebody halfway and say, well, that's what my past taught me. No, now that I know better, let me God teach me how to love. You know what I'm saying? And that's you telling God, I don't love your child. I don't love you enough to go get myself together now that I see that I need to be better. That's you telling your kids, I don't love y'all enough to go get myself and be better. That's you with no kids, knowing that you got all that trauma and hurt and bitterness, and you decide after you find those things out, because I ain't know because this was my norm. But now that I know, I would be a fool to go get a husband and a child, and I don't even know how to love properly. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still confused. No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. You know better, you do better. And when it's time, it's God's timing. All right, y'all. So so love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful. You hear me? All right. Or proud. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do stuff not because you really hurt them. A lot of people did stuff because it's their pride that showed up. Instead of them saying, "Hey, that hurt me," they said, Pride said, "I'm gonna show up." Because some things you can walk away from, but we allow pride to take over. That's one of the ones that it is not rude. And guess what, y'all? I have to go with myself because I'm learning. Because I used to be one of them crazy girlfriends. Yeah, I was. I don't mind nobody knowing it. So, with that being said, when I read this stuff, that it ain't jealous, it ain't boastful, it ain't proud, it ain't rude, it does not demand its own way. Woo, child, what you say? It is not irritable. And it keeps no records of being wrong. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. I'm a snitch, so they don't bother me. 7 says love never gives up. It never loses faith. Yup. You see what I'm saying? When I think about all of the relationships, not even just me and a partner, me and a guy, but when I think about even my friendships, my family ships, I lacked a lot of those things, and that's why honestly, it's so much room for forgiveness. Because when I go through a lot of this, I'm like, yeah, I tore that up. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I don't get to just keep on loving, knowing that I need work with all of these things. I need help with all of these things. It is always hopeful. It endurance through every circumstances. You know what I'm saying? So once I began to read this and understand that this is what real love is, and I see that I lack all of these things, what make you think I'm about to go be up in somebody's face? No, I gotta learn how to love God's children as his children. I do. Why? Because I deserve that. Because whatever I sow, I'm going to reap. Yeah, I know better now. I'm not blameless. I used to be blameless. I didn't know no better. I ain't know no better. Far as what I know, is that just how you act. Now that I'm older, now you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I love that verse. When I was a child, I spoke as a child and I reasoned as a child. But when I grew up, I put away my childish things. Now that I'm not a child anymore, now that I know better, now I understand what real love is. It's my job to go to my Father and say, God, help me. I lack these things. God, anything that's in my heart that's not like you, God, remove it. It's my job. You know what I'm saying? So I love this, and I'm gonna skip to 13. It says three things that will last forever is faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is, guess what, y'all? Love. Above all things, love. And like I told y'all, I'm learning how to love. So don't think I'm coming at y'all and I just got it all put together. No, baby, we learning together. Give me a high five. Boop, boop. All right, we learning this together. But it's important, like I tell people, when you do fall short, it's important how you get up. Are you going to your father and tell him, God, I need your help? I want to love your child properly. Because why? You can go read. Let me tell y'all something. In Matthew's, there is the final judgment, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all what chapter. I'm not even gonna read it. I want y'all to take some time to go read it yourself. It's the final judgment. But if you summarize it, it's Matthew chapter 25, verse 31 through 46, and it's in Luke 2. But if you summarize it, you'll see that it's all about how you treat your brothers and sisters. That's what it is. So I don't tell y'all these things to be of judgment. I'm telling y'all these things because of the attitude that we should have as children of God. And one of his greatest command is to love. Which reminded we can call ourselves children of God all we want to, but if we're not moving in love, we're not moving as a child of his. All right, y'all. So Matthews, and then we're gonna talk about Beatitudes. And I like this because this helps a lot of us who when I first started this walk, before then, when I tell y'all I had no trouble, I tell anybody, the only trouble I had is me dating and me having friends, me having family. That's the mess that I would get in for. It was always me taking up for somebody or something like that. I never really got into it with nobody because I was just chilling. That's just me. Like anybody who like knew me before, I stayed to myself. I mind my business. I was always chilling. It always involved other people while I'm into it with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And so once I started walking in the will of God, it's almost as if people came out the woodworks. Like, I want to argue with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about nobody else, but oh, you okay. You okay. I understand. Matthew's 25 and 26. Did I put that? I missed this. But you okay. I get it. Do what's best for you. Because above all things, can you understand his word? Okay, thank you, sis. Thank you. Judgment day. Yep, the final judgment. Hold on, what's that? The final judgment? 25. Let me see what it is. All right, I don't know what that is, but that's the final judgment that I was up on. I get it, sis. I'm not gonna bother you. Well, I do it to keep myself safe because one thing I noticed by me being up on here, some people will be so far into my background or where I'm at and what I'm doing to where it's sad that I have to, but I have to because for me and my safety and the way that I think and people like T I said, anybody that look you up and down, they want something that you got, and people will dang near take you out over something that they don't even understand. So for me, that's why I do my filters because it helps me with my safety and just being to myself, saving something for me. So I'm sorry, sis. Yeah, I understand. But yes, that's why I do it because I can't do the like I said, I didn't have people come up on here and they're just all in my background and I don't like that at all. Like it's not cool. So yes, that's why. But yes, y'all. Let's go to the next thing. I want to go to Matthew chapter 5. Let's do it because it's going to talk about the attitude, the attitudes that we should have as um children of God. Because a lot of times we tend to go through things, and a lot of people, they act as if once you start walking in the will of God, that life just stopped for you. No, actually, that's why Jesus came down to be an example of all the things that we would go through. He said, "Can you drink from my bitter cup?" So we're going to talk about the Beatitudes that he gave them. So it says, one day as he saw the crowds gathering, Jesus went up on the mountainsides and sat down. His disciples gathered around him, and he began to teach them. And this is Matthew chapter 5, verses 3. It said, God blesses those who are poor and realize their need for him, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs. God blesses those who mourn, for they will be comforted. And I go back to 3 just to remind y'all, like, don't worry about these things of the world. If you're somebody walking in the will of God, I'm not saying that you don't get blessed, because I'm a truly blessed person. I'm not gonna sit right here and tell y'all that I'm not. I am, and it's not even up in a way of, oh, I got everything that I want, but it's more in a way of, in spite of my situation, God provide for me. Absolutely, 100%. So when I tell you, don't be so handled by the things of this world, like looking at what everybody else got. Pay attention to what God placed on your plate, and that right there will make you very happy, because you'll realize, like, even with what I got, somebody even going without with this. And if you paying attention to the things of the world, y'all, every time you get something, they got something new they just invented, leaving you never happy. They're just like the iPhone. Soon as you get an iPhone, the next year they get another phone to come out. And what all they do is downgrade the camera on the iPhone you got and make that one look better when they do the update. Like, it leaves you in a space where you're never happy, because who don't want the camera who don't look ashy? That's it. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, when you're of the world, when those are the things that's on your mind, then you'll never be satisfied. That's all I'm saying. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome in. Hey, Michael. She said, I will listen and not look. You know, I hate that, because you know what I'm saying? You love to just be in with your people. I get it. Yeah, I'll probably find like a smoother background. Is it the colors? Inbox me what it could be. I could probably find like a smoother background for you. But it's just that, like I told you, people be watching your every move, and is it's a lot, y'all. Whether they watching to see what Chantel is doing next, I don't know why I'm a movie to people, or they watching it because, like I said, like T, I said, anybody that want that anybody that look you up and down, they want something that you got, and they don't even know your story. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how you struggle, anything that you went through to get there. None of that. They just see it and they all want it. You know. So and then 4 says, God blesses those who mourn, for they will be comforted. So many of us feel like we gotta be so strong. We feel like we gotta have it all put together, but God blesses those who mourn. We read, I think it's up in Romans, maybe. But somewhere back there it speaks about where Paul he said, I boast about being weak. And it says where Jesus said, where you're weak is where my powers works best. All right, y'all. Oh, you good, sis. You'll never living for the Jones. You'll never be satisfied. Absolutely. Like I'm telling you, and what you don't understand about the Jones is that behind them closed doors, the Jones is going crazy. The Jones ain't got no peace. The Jones ain't happy. The Jones, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I like I tell people, no matter what God bless me with financially, or what I work for financially, what I've learned on this walk since I've been through everything that I've been through, it can never amount to that peace that God gives me. It can never amount to that happiness. It can never amount to the girl that I found. It can never amount to me getting to know myself and me loving myself. It can never amount to those things. There's nothing you can buy me. And I'm telling y'all, I learned that because in depression, listen, or dark spirits, It's nothing that you could have bought me or did for me to make me happy. It wasn't until I started walking in the will of God. It wasn't until I started leaning on God, because like it says up in Ephesians, this ain't no flesh and blood battle. It's spiritual. So what you mean you can go and buy me something, make, yeah, for that 5 minutes, and then I'm back to having them thoughts in my head. I'm back to feeling like crap. I'm back to my past beating me down. I'm back to having thoughts in my head that I can't let go of from my past. I'm back to feeling that hurt that broke me. It's nothing you can do. One little thing you do, it didn't trigger my whole mind, and you ain't mean nothing about it. You need a foundation, a steady foundation, and it ain't the things of this world. Mm-hmm. That's why like people like me who walk in the will of God, the world didn't give it, so they can't take it away. Yeah, I may for a second, like my boy said, only one night though. I may fall off for a second, but you can bet I'm gonna get back on. And you can bet it used to be like a day or two, but now it'd be like about 10, 15 minutes. Give me 10, 15 minutes to chill out. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes I just, God, whatever you got, I might laugh at it. Oh man. Walking in the will of God, I became just a whole different person. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the things that used to get at me, it can't even touch me no more, because those are the things of the world. Like, okay, all right. Get confused why she got so much joy again. Okay. I done did all of this, that, in the third to her, and she still got up and gonna still get up. Cause you can't take nothing you didn't give. Did that make sense, y'all? All right. That's why you need that foundation, y'all. But it says God blesses those who are humble, for they will inherit the whole earth. God bless, because it always, listen, y'all, you got to think about it. The loud ones, that's who everybody pay attention to. But them ones who like silently, they just humble with all their talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's plenty of us that can get up and we can flex. Like that song say, I can be anything. I can do anything. But we remain humble in God. We got things about ourselves that we can have whatever we want in the world. It won't last though because of how it's built, but we choose to be humble. We choose to be humble. We choose to be humble. Oh, you said sorry. What scripture? You talking about Judgment Day, or you talking about this be a attitude? Cause Judgment Day is scripture 25, starting with verse 31. 25. Let me see. 25. Yes, 25 starting with verse 31. That's the final judgment. And then we're up on Bia attitudes, on the attitudes that we should have. Yes, yes. And yes, that's what we doing, my kid. I've been doing lately is us going forward and walking in God. Usually I come and I just come with reading the Bible, but I just want to help people going forward on things that we should be working on. A lot of times we get saved and don't nobody tell us nothing to work on. Hey, what I supposed to be doing? We be confused and lost, but that's why y'all know I come up here, cause what? But cause it's hard to go through the whole Bible. Let's be real. So when you see something and it can help one of your brothers and sisters, let them know. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe somewhere else where it's telling us about our attitude. Like we're gonna talk about the Holy Spirit, absolutely, because a lot of people don't know the fruits of the Holy Spirit. I didn't know when I first started. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know. So that's why I be excited to help people with those things. Because a lot of times we don't know. We just know, you know what I'm saying? Oh, go to church. Oh, pray. Oh, put blessing all at your house on people and stuff. We don't know how to really build their relationship with God for ourselves, besides going to church on Sundays and maybe praying ourselves to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But you want God to walk with you everywhere you go. You want to take him with you everywhere you go. Absolutely, y'all. So 6 it says, oh, let me finish up 5. God blesses those who are humble, for they will inherit the whole earth. 6 says, God blesses those who hunger, thirst for justice, for they will be satisfied. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. I can barely get up on the internet. I can barely watch the news because it be something in me to get mad, and I be like, God help me, cause I can't stand all of these things that they're doing to everybody. I can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? I really be trying. But it says God blesses those who are merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Mm, okay, okay. But it says God blesses those whose hearts are pure, for they will see God. Y'all, and I tell people all the time, you wonder why God utilized some people, or why some people, no matter what you do to them, you can't break them. What I've learned off that, like me, I tell people, when I broke people, I never meant to. I promise you. It was all innocent. I did the best that I could. I thought all the best as I could. It just didn't work out good. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work out good. It is, you know what I'm saying? But above all things, a lot of why some people get up and some people don't, you know what I'm saying? It seems like they don't go through what everybody else go through. They always happy, they always at joy, is because they were pure hearted. And most pure hearted people, when we did everything we could, oh baby, we gonna leave the table. We gonna come and we gonna try to fix it as best as we can once we found out that we did wrong or something was messed up. But you can bet we not gonna sit right there and dwell at the table, because we gave it all we had and we left it. I'm sorry. Welcome in. Hey, Sermon Slaughter. Welcome in, brother. An old co-worker brought to my attention that one day that the news only report bad news. Is true. Yes. That's why I don't watch the news. It's too depressing for me. And like he said, that's so true. Like when I'm thinking about the kids, like, why do y'all got a channel full of kids doing criminal activity, but y'all don't got no channel of the ones graduate, the ones who are getting awards, the one, why we ain't got no channel for that? And then we wonder why so many kids do wrong, because that's when they get attention. Why we ain't got no post about them and all the accomplishment that they went through, all the hard hours that they worked to get them grades and to graduate. But we got a whole channel about people doing wrong. Like if you gon' it's a balance. Man, take 30 minutes out to put in your local area who graduating and stuff. Start pushing them up. Stop always pushing up the ones who doing wrong. Like you don't know that these kids is young. So in their mind, any way that they can get attention, that's what they doing. Y'all paying attention to that? Any way that they can get attention, that's what they doing, because they're young and that's what the world teaching them. Don't you understand that people are getting famous for doing dumb stuff? So guess what our young kids think? Let me go do something dumb. It don't matter what I do to get it. All I gotta do is go do something dumb. Cause that's what they promote. But they're promoting our kids to do that. Need not remind you, they sit up there talking about them too. The same ones that's promoting them to do dumb stuff to make it to the top, because all they gonna do is tear them back down. And then that's when they fall into drugs and everything else, because they can never obtain the same amount of money that they got when they was doing something dumb, and everybody is over their 1 minute of fame. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, give your kids a steady foundation, because it's more than one way. Like they say, it's more than one way to skin a cat. Yeah, you ain't gotta be no dummy to get up there. You don't need the world applause. Man, forget that. Cause they applaud you as long as you doing bad than them. The moment you get too far up, pay attention to all the people that have got famous. The moment they got too far up, oh well, you know they did something in 1962, 53, 82, 1800s. Why y'all ain't say nothing in 1952, 1800? Because y'all use that as leverage. When you get too far up, I'm gonna pull you right back down. Y'all ain't saying they ain't wrong. Service I said, well, I ain't saying they ain't wrong for what they did, but be real about your motives. You probably introduced that to them. They ain't know nothing about doing that stuff that you got them doing. You probably introduced it to them. So you could have some leverage on them when they got too far up. And that's why as us, we gotta be smart enough that if it take me to work a little bit harder to get there, that's the work that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop trying to take the easy route. The easy route is to go be somebody's dummies. That's what I'm saying. Like even us watching Bad Girls Club and all these girls fighting each other. Don't y'all understand that they did the same thing to our ancestors? Put them out there to hurt each other like they was animals, and y'all still doing it. Oh man, like y'all really when they talk about selling their soul, it ain't you deliberately going up in there and writing down signing the contract. I mean, they are contracts, but you deliberately. But it matter how you act. You can't sell something you ain't got. So even if you go and you sign a contract and you wake up one day and you decide, hey, I'm gonna be better than this, you have the option because in reality, giving your soul to or walking out of the will of God is you giving is saying, hey, this is where I want my soul to be in eternal hell. And the things that you promote matters. Yeah. The things that you promote matters. So and that's just like I told y'all, all them celebrities that sitting around promoting your daughter to be half naked, promoting your daughter to be a thought, promoting your daughter to do all those things that's not of God, right? Don't they understand they're gonna reap that? So don't worry, they're gonna get got too. Don't worry about it. Because yeah, they investing all these things into their children. But don't they understand that they're their kids' role model? And even if they don't, they'll resent them. They won't have no respect. You feel what I'm saying? So when I tell you, like, we gotta do better. Like, where's the channels for promoting the kids that's doing right? Where's the, you know what I'm saying? Where's the people to promote the ones who's teaching our daughters and our children to be better? But then they promote people who are teaching our kids to degrade themselves. That's crazy work. And we let them. We let them. The moment that you sit right there and you let it go all up over who? What you say? What you say? What you said, child? What song you know? Ain't should no kid under the age of 18 no NBA YoungBoy. Carisha. Um what's the rest of these folks' name? Meg, JT, all them, they just should know them. I'm not being nasty with you. I'm being honest. Like I'm not saying they're not gonna connect to them, but man, like if they knew the words that they were saying and the spirits that they were inviting in and the spirits that you was allowing to invite in, you know what I'm saying? Like I know the world gonna do it to them anyway, but I be dang if I'm gonna sit right there and promote it with you. No, I'm actually when you turn it on, I'm gonna go through the lyrics and make you hate the thought of listening to it. Cause how can you might can't see it, but I can. That's why I don't listen to everything like I used to. I got about three ratchet songs in me. It's slowly coming out of me. I got about three ratchet songs in me, and honestly, I really don't care for ratchet songs. I really like Lil Wayne old music where he speak knowledge in there, or J. Cole music, or you know what I'm saying. I like music with knowledge in there. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell you, like, man, be attentive. That's all I'm gonna say. He said, "Ooh, the grown people should know them either. Let's be real." Sermon Slaughter, you ain't telling no lies. Cause I don't know none of the new music. What I knew before I started walking the will of God, okay. But you know, the music, I turn that thing so far off. I hate getting in my car because it's irritating. It irritates my spirit. Like I tell them, how can y'all not see it? Sermon Slaughter, you ain't lying about it then. You ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? You ain't lying about it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Man, Then they want to say I don't make music for children to lies. You said it sound like trap music, but absolutely, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these things matter. Like, when you got people that's not speaking knowledge and, you know what I'm saying? All this sexual music. Like, I'm just so shocked. Like, I'm just shocked. And we let it go through. Like, do y'all understand the words that y'all children be saying? When they be quoting these folks' music, I would fall out. Yeah, I would fall out. And people be hyping it. I'm like, and that's why I don't hang around people too much now. Because now that I start walking in the will of God, when I was young, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I was just thinking about it yesterday. When I was young and I was an auntie, it showed. Because my niece and nephew, they was bad, they was cussing, and we get what? And nobody say nothing to them, nothing about it. Shoot, they hit them back. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have been like that. You know what I'm saying? I can see what type of person I was. And if I would have had kids, I was thinking about it. I was like, dang, girl, if you would have had kids young, they would have been a hot mess right now. Do you hear me? Like, you would have toned them up. And then I thought about a stage even now. Like, I'm learning. I would have to tell my kid, I'm learning. I wouldn't even be the parent. I wouldn't be the parent. You'll say, Chantel, what you mean by that? Because I'm learning with you. Ooh, I thank God for saying, because I wouldn't even feel about it how I feel about it now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's so much music that I think about back in the day that we heard that we shouldn't have been saying. But I will say this, our music back in the day was more filtered than what it is now. Now it just straight up what they doing. And it's just like I'm saying, like Sierra was saying, my good is not my goodies. She was saying, no, not my goodies. Beyonce was saying, I'm a diva. Girls, we run the world. Like, she was giving us, but now you can see what everybody is different. Even they have changed their music. And it's like, I don't know, child. I'm scared of what's going on now. Yeah, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I think when we listen to music, we forget that the tongue. That's true, Bree. That's true, Bree. When I tell you, speak all them things of you, so true. Certain words they say in the songs have meaning and certain things connected to them. Think about the music we used to be singing. It ain't no, we were singing about sex. Exactly, y'all. Like, when I think back on some of the songs I was listening to, like, y'all, that song Sierra Ride, that used to be my favorite song. Did I know what she was really talking about? Mm-mm. I used to just always get up there and knew how to dance. I love Sierra, so shoot, I was up there just dancing. I was dancing just like her. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm older, you think I turn that on? Mm-mm. I don't ride nothing. Nothing. Do you hear me? The word. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for delivering. Oh my God, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff like that. But as a little girl, I didn't know what she was talking about. I just knew how to dance. And I love dancing. Paying people as an idol. Absolutely. All right. Think about the music we used to. Man. Come on. Grinding like her. Do you hear me? Girl, I'm saying I'm paying the people as idols. Absolutely. And I used to be like that with Sierra. That's why I don't listen to Sierra no more. Like that. Not because of her. Because of me. Baby, I used to love some Sierra. Couldn't nobody say nothing about her. Yeah, you couldn't say nothing about her, but say something about God. And I'd be like, well, maybe so. But say something about Sierra. Oh, you ready to fight. You ready to fight. And I don't even know this girl. This girl don't even know my birthday. So that's why, for me, now that I'm older, like I said, when I was a child, I thought I was a child. If you don't know my birthday, I'm not about to go to war about you. God know how many pieces of hair on my head, and you think I'm about to argue about her? Yeah, you right. Nah, certain starter, you dead wrong. Look, you dead wrong for breaking up a song like that. Cause all us was not all y'all, but me. I want to think. No, now that I think about it, y'all, I still never thought of that song. Cause by the time I was saved, that song wasn't popular no more. So even now, I'm starting to think about this song in my head right now, and I'm blocking it because I really don't care to think about it. You know what I'm saying? But I never thought nothing wrong of it. Shoot, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all. I didn't know, and that's the thing about walking the will of God is when He start to release that veil, you don't get to listen to stuff like you used to. Yup, now we know. Okay, yes, sister, absolutely. Welcome in, Cal. Welcome in. But yes, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about the old one. I'm still up here. Now I gotta sit down and think about what it means. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly. But I can only imagine what it means if the other, the author, the person who sang the song is okay. Maybe so, y'all. But listen, yeah. All in all, what we trying to tell y'all is what you listen to. If it's possible to listen to the music I used to, yes. And see me, I can't say it's impossible because I'm sensitive. So I tell people I really don't know a lot of music besides like hurting songs. But you can bet I don't listen to those songs either no more. Yeah, I don't. All them songs that make you cry and all of that stuff like that, I always listen to that because it helped me feel emotions. I'm very emotional. I like to feel emotion. I won't even be sad. I just used to love to feel emotionals. In reality, what I did learn is I guess I was sad. I was sad. I was going through a lot, but it's like now when I listen to people music and it just be in their feelings 24/7, I just be like, huh, can you turn this? Is there any kind of joy in this? You know what I'm saying? I be wanting joy for music now, not to be mean, but to be more like I really was sad when I was younger. I really was going through a lot of things. So I guess I was sad then. So now it made sense that I don't want to listen to all of that sad music no more. I'm sorry. I try to turn on something, a little Jill for Ride Wave and Polo G and be having to turn off. Yes. And y'all, listen, because I used to like Ride Wave. At first, I didn't because I thought he was just crying. Come to find out he was. But now I don't listen to his songs because I can see Rod Wave is depressed and or he's fighting demonic spirits. He say it. And it's like I don't want to invite anything into my home. So that's why I don't listen to his music anymore because he tell you he fighting demons. And yeah, I don't want to listen to a song like that. I just don't. I'm sorry. I've been there before and I'm not too okay. It's like for me when somebody is spiraling down, you don't go down with them. You lift them up. Come on, let's get up. So for me, going back to Rod Wave would be me seeing somebody spiraling and just being like, "Yeah, I'm spiraling with you." No, baby, I don't want to listen to that. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to be mean, but you too depressed for me, and I ain't judging you because I done been there. But you got to get up, and doing that ain't gonna work. You got to speak life. Yeah, you gotta listen to some. And let me tell y'all, I did a 90-day. This what broke me off of listening to regular music a lot because I used to. What broke me was I did 90 days with God. When I did that 90-day challenge, I did it where I had no music. No music outside of yeah, no music outside of gospel. So that's why I made my gospel rap list way better. I made it so good because I went to the gym. So I needed music that would have me like up, you know? So that's why I was able to create a gospel rap a really good playlist, and then I was able to create my devotional list because that's all I was listening to for 90 days. And how many days they say it take to break a habit? But yes, ever since I did that, I understood the value. And I'm telling you, building a stronger relationship with God, a song is not just a song to you no more. No, you're listening. You hear every lyric. Like your veil is released, baby. I'm sorry. You can never go back. I'm sorry. No matter how much you want to, you're gonna turn it off. I'm sorry. You may like listen. You may listen like me. I listen about like cause I like I tell y'all, I like a T.I. and I like a Lil Wayne. Not all of them. I don't listen to all of them no more. But like a song like Misunderstood. That's the perfect example to me because he talked about the world. You know what I'm saying? That's the perfect song to me that I go and I listen to because he talks about things of the world that's just true. You know what I'm saying? So, but I only can listen to it for a couple of minutes, and by the grace of God, I know eventually I won't be listening to it at all. You know what I'm saying? So I pray that we understand, y'all. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me turn up my brightness because I'm about to go off because my phone is about to die anyway. Yeah, my phone is about to die anyway, but I'm about to go off. There's an evil spirit attached. Evil spirit attached to themselves. That type of, that's good. Jimmy said, what is your 8 to 5 job? Jimmy, you do the modern day slave, but not me. When God wants me to go in that way, if he want me to go in that way, I hear entrepreneurship. Yeah. But I know your 8 to 5 ain't worried about Chantel, Jimmy. Y'all, and let me tell y'all, the enemy will have you running and rushing into things just because that's what I mean, things of the world. The enemy will have you running and rushing to things like that when God done called you to something totally different. I've worked since I was 19 years old. If I get a break now, hey, I do what I do, but it ain't got nothing to do with you because you want to know why? Well, you that bread and butter for me? Are you my shepherd? So you can't lead me. All right, Jimmy. Now we gonna send you off with love because guess what? Apparently you need some. Yeah. And I pray that you get on your plate. Matter of fact, that question that you had for me, take it to God. That way you and God can have some time. Yup. Cause you can't make me feel bad about that, baby. Why? Cause Chantel didn't work majority of her life. Hey, it's time to get her together, okay? So yeah, Jimmy. Anything else? When I wasn't walking with God, and that's not what was meant. I realized that I used to misinterpret songs when I wasn't walking with God, and that's not what was meant. What you mean by that, Kia? I felt that. I'm talking clock right on in after sitting in the school for 8 hours. Say that. Do you feel me? Like people try to come to you about something like what I learned was, and the reason why I know I had to be sat down because, like I tell people all the time, I had a good job. I can't wait to give my testimony on that part right there. But I had a really, really good job, paid good, all of those things. But when God called you to a certain area, a lot of it is because my job was my God. You get what I'm saying? I felt like I was that girl because of my job. Or I could say, oh, I work here, I do this. But when you like that, it shows. It shows who your God is because that's what you tie your identity to. And mm 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 mm. My identity is to God. That's my job, walking as his daughter. And when he give me another job, I do that one. I steward every job he give me. Until then, hey, I'm waiting on my father and whatever he has for me, because you can see with your eyes. Ain't nothing with it, ain't nothing went without. Oh, y'all, they be mad. The very boy. Soon she'll be talking about God, but I'll be thinking differently. Yes, 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 Kill. Like love. People cannot get over the song Love. Like y'all, he tells y'all that he wrote that song as love. But when you like he said, like Nicki Minaj said, when you're young, you're gonna make young decisions. So when they made him change it around, like he was talking about a person, and guess what, y'all? You can sing love to God and you can sing it to your person. Because when you think about Ephesians, how let's double back. When you think about and I'm about to get off, y'all, because my phone on 3%. But when you think about let me say it because I gotta say this right quick and then I'm pray us out, right? All right, it's 10:46. I gotta be out. I don't gotta be out, I'm gonna be off at 11. But when you think about Ephesians, how how a husband, how it tells you how a husband in so many words he do just like how God loved the church, that's how he should love his wife, right? How he basically denied himself, he sacrificed himself to be a leader, to be a great husband, how he sacrificed himself and the things that he thought he should do, being out there in the street talking to all the other women and all that stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying?